I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. We should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get.
Okay.
I keep hoping none of this is real.
So it's far
Maybe
more
it's all some
expansive. It's a
bullshit
lot
from
more
the
open
Fade, and
world
it'll just
than the previous two games.
I know.
It does have kind of a Skyrim feel of you can just kind of go wander around and find stuff. But the story is tied to things you've done before in the previous games. Well, welcome. I'm kind of midway through the story. So, if you have questions, I'm sure folks in chat can answer as well.
What's been going on?
But if you have anything specific, because I have completed the game already, just let us know.
The Inquisition. She's so lovely.
I don't know why that happened. That happened to Aneris Trevelyan last time I played when she talked to Varric.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your
And
time.
I'm not sure what
promise.
system you were interested in getting it on, Paul, but I'm playing on the PS4.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much. So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
Yes, I looked right at the Inquisitor fighting a dragon, yet I don't recognize him sitting 2 feet from me.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Well, Bull is a spy.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Oh hey, let's go talk to Cole. I have not spoken with him since I recruited him to the Inquisition. And I just went the wrong way because Cole is actually in the tavern and I keep forgetting that.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back.
The bottle
We
goes
could recover
in your
some
mouth,
supplies,
not
get an
up your
idea about the
nose.
enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
We'll talk later.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Yeah, it just totally showed you that
What are you doing?
he's more than people would assume.
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
I'm surprised that I like Cole.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear,
Because after reading
sadness,
Asunder, I
guilt,
was really prepared
anger,
to dislike
hurt.
him.
Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
She doesn't blame herself anymore?
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
I guess I'll go talk to Sarah, even though she irritates me.
Inquisitor.
Hello, Cole. Goodbye, Cole. I thought Sarah's room was up here. I guess I'm wrong. Whoops. What's up, Cullen?
Gloat all you like. I have this one. Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you. Why do I even... Inquisitor. Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Please don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just
second
won.
floor. Okay.
I feel fine. Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
You have siblings.
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
You can't be serious all the time. Well, maybe you can.
You dork, Cullen.
I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Alright, let's go talk to Sarah and get her stupid Rochelle mission. Pardon me, excuse me, trainers. Just gonna jump off this roof and not break my leg. Don't mind
Finally, a place
me.
for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden.
What the hell does that do for 21,000 gold? Wow, that's hideous armor.
I hear you'll be leaving us.
Inquisitor.
The half-assed dungeon still cracks me up.
Good book?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you like to read. What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
She's read this one 3 times.
It's hilarious.
You! I told you to stop spying.
You read it out loud to me. I don't like the captain either.
I never did that. It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No.
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Oh, Cassandra. Now you know I have to go run and tell Varric about this. Yes, I'm on my way to tell Varric right now. Oh, Varric, guess what I've got to tell you?
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City.
Blizzard's
like
gonna totally
in the
troll
Chantry
Cassandra
Tale.
as soon as I get through
If
this
you and
other
Hawk defeated
cutscene,
him once,
because I
we can
wasn't
do it again.
expecting it.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna, you know, go back to the
They
main
needed
hall
Hawk's blood to open the locks
to
holding
go sit in my
Corypheus,
Inquisitor
and they
chair.
drew us into the prison to get
that's
it.
it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Oh, I don't want to talk to Gatsy. I just want to talk to Varric.
Looking good.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right. Bills are really not that engrossing. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I
Yes,
don't
you
need
did.
a
You
disciple.
followed Hawk around
I need a
Kirkwall
friend.
for how many years?
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Whatever I am to Thetis, I'm still just an ordinary person.
So, just a regular person, like anybody else. Right. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Huh. Well, we get a bonus Wicked Grace scene, because I thought we would go play
What can I do
Wicked
for you,
Grace.
Inquisitor?
Damn.
Cassandra's waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Well, Cassandra seems to be hooked on it.
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky was the weirdest thing that could happen. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial?
In character,
Cassandra.
probably not.
That's a terrible idea.
Because
I
he
have
is
to
the
do
goody
it.
two-shoes of
On one
all goody
condition.
two-shoes
I get to
Inquisitors
be
I
there
have
when
rolled
you
so
give her
far.
the book.
I could probably do it.
You've got a
But
deal.
Max
I'll
is
get
a
to work
sweet
then.
chantry boy
You know, the
who
fact
doesn't
that
know
the
any
book
better.
is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Let's go talk to Cassandra right now. You're still reading that book? I see you.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I am without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields.
Max
hear
is
you're a
adorable. Aveline!
This is your doing.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
And she greatly approves.
Thank you.
This was everything I'd hoped.
I know how you feel.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
But don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
Max is so terrible.
I understand if resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing Seeker's Inquisitor. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yes, Cass channels everyone's inner fangirl. So let's go to the war table, find something to do until her quest is ready. Oh hey, we can go kill Venatori with Dorian.
Lost 3 ships. Still we'll get it back. We're back in the winter. You always say we're back in the winter. What do you think makes it happen?
Oh, let's go talk to Vivienne really quickly.
Yes?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
So, has anyone who's watching made Vivienne the Divine?
Inquisitor.
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Oh, the irony of giving her a Dalish hunter bow. Ugh. Sorry for the quick equipment break. But I wanted to get everyone with a bit better equipment before we go back out. Excuse me.
Roderick, that Chantry fellow who led us through the mountain from Haven. You know he died, I assume. Got us as far as the camp, and then... that was it.
Oh, that's too bad.
I helped him walk. He... talked about you.
Wow, you sound
He just
entirely
needed to be sure you
unconcerned
were
that
on
Roderick
Drastay's
changed
chosen.
his tune and helped you
He
all
was
before he
terrified of what it
died.
meant, if it were true. But in the end, he believed. He asked me to tell you he was sorry.
It seems he was a good man after all.
Sometimes you discover things where you least expect. Anyway, we can talk about something else if you'd rather.
I should go.
Naturally.
I'll come back to you, Dorian. Don't worry. And for those of you watching, I'm really just trying to kill time instead of going out on a mission and coming back
I'm sorry.
to unlock
So-
Cassandra's personal mission.
Inquisitor, I was not expecting a visit. You had little interest in speaking to me privately before. But as dear Josephine says, it's never too late to make a friend.
Right. Especially since we lost so many at Haven.
You noticed my exchange with the commander. The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, these so-called Venatori. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. For what, I do not know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
Do you know anything about Calpurnia?
Only that Calpurnia is a name from ancient Tevinter legend. An unusual one. She was a priestess of Dumat, foster mother to the founder of the Imperium. A name like that is meant to assure the Venatori they follow in the footsteps of legends. We must prove them wrong.
I'm pleased to see my spymaster is on top of the matter.
I try. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia.
Vicinius sounds like a Tevinter name.
Born in Tallow. Although he claims to be from Virantium, he sells rare oils and amber, and prefers red wine to white.
What side of the bed does he sleep on?
He's unremarkable. I cannot think why Calpurnia would care.
What if Vicinius is as much in the dark as we are?
It never hurts to eliminate an avenue of inquiry. And we should tread lightly with the Venatori. They have contacts and spies, just as we do. The sooner you speak with Vicinius, the better.
We need him to open up about these bloodthirsty cultists. I'll bring wine.
Vicinius could be a useful ally.
Oh, Max, you
Merchants
smartass.
travel. And they love gossip as much as coin. I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux. Hopefully, your attention should be enough to pique his interest. We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Alright, let's go to Valroyo. I know, right? You know, I kinda am gonna pat myself on the back with the job I did with Max.
As I explored the Fade, I felt the presence of an intriguing artifact in the hinterlands. If you are willing, I would like to locate it. I have marked its location as best I could determine.
Solus.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, for my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I am so entirely not invested in giving Solus what he wants, which is terrible of me. Let's take Bull for a change. See how bad of an idea this is.
They shall cry out to their false gods and find silence. Vicinius.
What happened here?
Looks like the merchant got hit.
It seems Vicinius angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves.
Really? Most in Tevinter wouldn't bother to care.
She was paying a fortune for literate slaves. Why? What can slaves do that Venatori can't?
I really wish they'd done more with this plot line.
Invoice.
than just, oh hey, she's a former slave who doesn't like what they're doing.
That must have been Vicinius.
It seems the Venatori tired of following him.
Let's look around.
That's gruesome as hell.
Shattered crystal. Let's find the pieces.
Oh my god, everyone get out of my way.
Here's another one. The crystal's whole again, but hold on.
Lady Calpurnia, I had no intention.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you bring me suffer in your care. Venatori, show him my displeasure.
No! Wait! Wait!
A dwarven relic for storing memories. There's one or two in Minrathous. Very rare.
Dagna might know what to make of it.
So for those of you watching, just so you know, I'm getting these missions because I took the Templar path with Max. So Calpurnia is who you face off against if you choose Champions of the Just. Alright, let's go see if Cullen has turned in the mission we were waiting on. Try to get our romance on with Cass before long. Sherelle. So I've not romanced Cassandra, so I don't know what I'm doing with her. Yeah, and so if you pick the mages, you get Dorian sooner, and you don't get Cole until you have the fight at Haven.
Really? You did not notice? I had no idea Lady Beverly was one of your people. You might have told me before I embarrassed myself.
To work?
I'm doing these entirely out of order that I've done in previous playthroughs, so it's a little weird. But hey, let's go see what Dagna has to say about the crystal.
You're the magical advisor?
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna, Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty.
Breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
I welcome you to the Inquisition, and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harrod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Oh,
You seemed
Dagna, you are
impressed by
adorable.
the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Coryphius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
I guess Dagna is the Arcanist no matter what you do, whether or not you import a keep state where she did not go to the Circle to study. So I'm curious what happens if you import a keep state where you did not create the Circle or let her go study in I guess, Ferelden?
Your trip to the merchant's home yielded results. Before she became leader of the Venatori, Calpurnia was a slave from Minrathous. Even slaves with magic are treated unkindly in Tevinter. If Coryphius freed her, no wonder she follows him.
Her old life must have been harsh if Coryphius seemed a better master.
Perhaps. Calpurnia has freed every slave she's purchased. Vicinius tracked his shipments. My agents will investigate. This may lead us to Calpurnia's lair. In the meantime, speak to Dagna. The crystal you found on Vicinius fascinates her.
It was just there.
amazing find, Inquisitor. The Shaperid in Orzammar had something like it.
Greetings to you too, Dagna.
They preserve voices, or a likeness. Memories, you know? No. Doesn't matter. The Venatori cracked it, but here...
These documents you found, Inquisitor, I've made interesting... discoveries.
Have no fear of demons.
But the power will draw them unless you have wards against possession.
Once you have become the vessel, demons will be beneath your concern. Prepare as I have directed.
I shall, Elder One.
Sod it. Oh, sorry. The crystal couldn't take anymore.
Oh,
Wasn't
really,
meant for this.
Electrum? Why?
That looked like Corypheus and Calpurnia.
It was a memory stored in the crystal.
No, that was vital information. Did you see Calpurnia's expression? Their alliance may be less than harmonious.
Corypheus said Calpurnia was going to be a vessel. A vessel for what?
They spoke of power and demons. But Calpurnia is already a magister. Corypheus must have some other plan.
The crystal showed us Calpurnia hasn't bought into Corypheus's myth just yet.
Well, I'm no shaper, but I might be able to get it to remember new sounds.
Really? If we hid it among Calpurnia's belongings, imagine what we could learn.
I can split it and keep half here. We could hear her speaking right then. It's
That
not
is
how
a
they're
fair
supposed to
point.
work, and it'll probably
I
break.
really
As
don't
I
want
said,
to
I'm no
ever
shaper.
have the option to summon
Inquisitor,
Corypheus.
Calpurnia's
Although that
Venatori
would be
have been
awesome
digging up
if you
elven
could
ruins.
summon him and bind him.
Tracking them
Maybe
might lead
Solus
us
should
to
be able
her.
to do that.
If
be
this
useful.
crystal were placed in a lair, I cannot overstate the value of what we might learn.
It seems only fitting to turn Calpurnia's tools against her.
Right.
If there's a rift growing between Corypheus and Calpurnia, we must exploit it.
I'll have the crystal ready soon. I think. Let me find the Quicksilver.
I really, really wish that was an option. Ooh, Velveteen. But Velveteen has a crappy armor rating. Sorry, Dorian. Yeah, the Wardens used the Hawk family blood to bind Corypheus, it seems like. Did you ever play the Legacy DLC, Electrum? And I am back. Hopefully we can go turn in this war table mission.
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Inquisitor?
Alright, so we can finally go turn in this damn mission for Cassandra. I am at Skyhold. I've unlocked Wicked Hearts, and I have my Warden contact, but I have not yet gone to Adamant. Because I've got Grey Warden Alistair, and I'm trying to have Alistair and Morrigan at Skyhold at the same time. I'm also trying to romance
Herr
Cassandra enough
Odd that the trail
to get
should lead us
her
here.
seen at
Van
Halam
Loren
Sharal
is a
once I'm done
pious,
with that.
unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
Might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Oh, I don't get a tall tower shield like the Red Templars do.
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus. A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this. As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One
not much,
expects
just a little
your
bit of combat
devotion as
to
repayment.
get further into
Signed by Magister Calpurnia, leader of the Venatori. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family.
So close. Oh well, hopefully there's no locks I have to open.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can a demon be grown inside someone?
Savages. I will tear every last one of them apart.
No. The Lord Seeker.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Could it have been the demon from Theronfall?
No. The demon came later.
But a demon couldn't simply take his place without anyone noticing.
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Well, they've just pissed off Cassandra, so this is gonna end badly for Lucius. Damn it, Cassandra. Kill Wheeling. None at all whatsoever.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
He was insane. He had to be. Perhaps the Envy Demon's influence? Remove the Lord Seeker so it could take over the Templars?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this Book of Secrets.
Cass is like, nope. I do not agree to your foolish plan. It tastes like burn. Now I want to try to mix a drink called Hirol's Lava Burst. The question is, what would go in it? I don't think it works that way, Electrum. There are some very spicy liqueurs, however.
And they prevent wounds.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Oh, do you mean like Kirkwall?
Deprived of all emotion? That sounds...
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite. From the beginning.
So, the rebellion could have been prevented.
Perhaps, but it was a long time coming, for many reasons. We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Oh, I'm in the forge. I guess the question is...
Inquisitor.
Do I talk to her again, and can I go to Halam Shiral? Or do I have to do her hunting down the... Oh wait, this is different.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
No, it's not your imagination.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Did you just say I can't court you?
Yes. What of it?
It's just a bit formal.
And that is a bad thing? I cannot be properly courted.
Is that what you want?
No.
Cassandra!
Oh, I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
I can be that man, Cassandra.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
Okay, you don't get to, like, half-ass flirt with me and then run off? How did I even get there? What the fuck's going on? Why am I trapped? jump over which rail? Oh, that rail.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemar. Honored to represent the College
I'm really
of
glad
Heavens
there's no
and
falling
offer my
damage
services as apostle.
in Skyhold.
I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. You will be missed.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Alright, let's get me out of the garden.
Would you have guessed such a
How
pairing?
about that?
Oh, yes. The lure of command. Noble names. Classically arousing.
Alright, I think it's safe to go to Halam Sharal. I've started a romance with Cassandra. Let's make sure we take her and Varric, because that will be hilarious.
Any word?
Nothing yet. Inquisitor.
Inquisitor?
Alright, let us go to the Winter Palace. Actually, let's save first. Just in case I do all this and Cass does not give me a dance. Oh, it autosaved, never mind. I'm not level 12. Fuck it, let's go anyway.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
I'm going to take Sarah, even though I think it's probably a bad idea. I usually don't recruit her, but Sam is such a goody two-shoes, he wants to save everyone. And if you go slow enough, you hear Cullen's full name when you are introduced.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it.
Max, I don't know why I called him
The
Sam.
Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
I really hate these outfits so
Inquisitor
very
Trevelyan,
much.
we meet at last. I've heard so much about you. Bringing the Templars into your ranks was not just a brilliant military move, but a clever political ploy as well. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends.
No, I never saw Gaspard's face
You help
without the
me,
mask.
I'll help you. Prepared to shock the assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next.
Oh, Max looks amazing in uniform. I just hate the colors.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman,
because there's
Briala,
PC mods already
I
out to
suspect that she
change
intends
the
to disrupt
Halam
the
Shiral
negotiations.
formal attire, and
My
you get
people
the
have
schematics
found
after
these
this is over,
ambassadors all over
and
the
you can create actually
fortifications.
decent light
Sabotage
armor
seems the
as
least
formal
of
wear.
their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
What? Emartia? Don't be absurd.
One of the Trevelyan's, I've heard.
Wow, that is a huge difference between all my other Inquisitors and a
Might be
human
something here.
noble.
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? It was a gift from the Comtesse Montbelliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
That's a terrible predicament.
If the Comtesse finds out, make her have mercy. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know.
Here's your fucking ring.
Mika, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Giving me more than 5 approval.
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Celine are in the same.
Grand Duchess Florian must have worked a miracle.
Is that the Inquisitor?
Emma. The Maker has
I don't think there's even anything worth finding in that storage room.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Maker, I hope not.
Yes. Yes, they will.
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed.
Hey, I didn't give you an option to speak.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
I don't know if they hate the Inquisitors so much, they are just
Pray, my friend. If the Maker
all
does not hear us
assholes.
now,
Because Orlais. I mean, this is the highest approval I've ever had going into the court.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I'm sure you know how to handle most nobility, but the game is nothing like the Free March's intrigues. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
I'll keep my guard up. Don't worry.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer staring down Corypheus.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Gaspard never struck me as pious. You must think he gains military
Solus has already
advantage
gone
with the
inside.
Inquisition.
Not sure about the others.
The sooner we go in, the sooner we can get this over with.
Tell us how you really feel, Cassandra.
I heard Celine was having the entire wing.
Good news is becoming an increasingly rare commodity.
Why would she do such a thing now?
Interesting.
I had no idea.
You sound so scandalized, goodness.
Just gossip.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Ban Trevelyan of Ostwick. Shepherd and leash of the wayward Order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed, hero of Orlais, right hand of the Divine, the Lord Inquisitor's elven servant, Solus, her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Homley, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and Left Hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your
She
arrival
sounds so
at
salty,
court
the
is like a
Inquisitor's there.
cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Alam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me that. How are Mama? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything?
Josie and your sister.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true you found the Red Templars sacrificing heretics and drinking blood from mages' veins?
Yvette?
Everyone in Antiva City is saying so. Is it true?
No, I don't think you can turn her down for dancing.
There was
when you
dark
get to that
magic,
part of
yes.
the Winter Palace quest.
But none of it so visceral.
Oh, did you check everywhere?
That's quite enough, Yvette.
I'll come
I'll
back
see you
to
later.
you, Josephine.
Another time.
Go find Cassandra, because she's just unhappy.
It's true. The Templars have returned.
How could the Emperors afford to renovate the palace
Beats his
without
squire.
war going on?
He's a she.
I heard that it wasn't
bastard.
renovations at all.
Extra
The palace
toes.
was damaged by
What a
gas
fun,
fires.
close marrying crowd.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Oh, I wish you would, Sarah. I wish you would. Now I see where that screenshot comes from
I
with
was
the
hoping it would
transphobic
catch
comment that Sarah makes.
What did the Duke say?
She might not make it
points
to
the
the end
finger
of
at
Max's
Ambassador
run as
Briala.
Inquisitor.
The Ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at
Romance
Celine
who?
is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead. That
Who are
sort
you
of
asking?
rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The
I
word
have
lost
zero
much of its
interest in
strength.
romancing Sarah, even with a female Inquisitor. There aren't words for how much I really, really dislike her character.
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
I've only got her because I'm playing Max to type of a goody two-shoes trying to save everyone. Otherwise, I would have left her in Valroyo as soon as I could have found her.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
I don't suppose you'd like to dance, Lady Cassandra.
Now? This is hardly the time. We're here to find a killer, not dance.
Oh, Cassandra.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
You support the Civil War?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Selim fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
Stay alert. We don't know where the enemy is hiding.
I'll be watching for trouble. The sooner we leave this place, the better.
Where the hell is Solus? I've never actually taken him to the Winter Palace.
Just gossip. Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Leave us.
Oh, speak of the devil. And he's wearing a turban for some reason.
I do adore the heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex that permeates these events.
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian ball than I'd have expected.
I have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fae. The powerful have always been the same. Only the costumes change.
Have you seen anything useful?
Do you see anything with your elfy eyes?
I do not have the look of one of the elven servants, or I might well be invisible. I wonder how masked men live their lives without ever seeing that servants have an entire society of their own. If you want to find something useful, I would pay attention to what the servants do.
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling to. The food and drink are excellent, however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
I'll be back.
And well.
Yes, Pat.
Interesting. I had no idea.
He just sounds so terribly scandalized. Hell is in this room?
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor.
Okay.
It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
Another time, my lord.
What are you even supposed to do with those stupid Caprice coins?
You don't want to be here, stranger.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Brianna we have a situation.
That's it. Oh hey, Vassal, you'll give me some approval. Come
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Wow.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's fight better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Does anyone really think the war
I never got that much approval before.
The Empress does.
I think there's a Hala statue somewhere around here.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna climb on the furniture.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.